Continuing with Endwalker, Final Fantasy XIV. I figure if I play like 3 main scenario quests every day, I can potentially finish with Endwalker, the first part, in like 20 days? 25 days? Something like that. It's quite a lot. Like his sister Tiamat, Vertra is possessed of a gentle soul. I'm glad they're on our side. The Color of Joy, level 81. Alphinaud has a mind to join the others at the High Crucible, and will get bread as a reward. How exciting. The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let us return to the Mulberry Orchard. Quest accepted. The Mulberry Orchard. Okay, that's back there. Still in the city. My cat is lying like half on my mouse pad right now, which is making it difficult to maneuver the mouse a lot. Hopefully there won't be a lot of combat. I understand the mulberries are for the silkworms, grown a stone's throw away from the satrap's residence. It gives it the quintessential Thavnarian flair, don't you think? Sure, I don't know what Thavnarian flair is supposed to mean, but I trust you, Alphinaud. From here, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. Oh, once again, I forgot to... Oh, there's nothing in the quest text. Speak with Alize again. I see an Ethernet shard to unlock. Gracie is trying to creep ever closer. She's now looking at the screen in interest. The word huge apparently means bind in the local tongue, and this district is so named because it connects all others in the city. If we manage to come this far, we shouldn't have trouble finding the High Crucible, or so I was told. Huge is the name of this region of the map. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, then descend the steps. I thought the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to Radz-at-Han. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. They keep hanging a lantern on how confusing this area is, which makes me wonder, why did they design this area to be so confusing? Why couldn't they make it straightforward? Then they wouldn't have to talk about it so much in the dialogue. Hey, there's the big Aetheryte crystal. I'm going to attempt to attune to it, but I think they said it was disabled. According to the message on the base, this Aetheryte has been temporarily disabled. Oh no! Whew, it seems we're on the right track. And here is the Aetheryte Plaza. So far so good, and there isn't much further to go. From here we just need to cross to the other side of the hall, Then pass through the larger of two doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. I suspect the others have already collected the warding scales. Come, let us join them. There's an unlock there. Expanding House of Splendors, but I can't unlock it. Sounds like a crafting thing. Oh, there's Urianger and Thancred. Though this land hath been afforded a respite, in turmoil do many others languish still. Our work is far from finished. Dour as always, Urianger. You took your time, got turned around, I take it? Well, no, I came directly here, actually. Oh, who is this? Jelzama. Do you have business with one of the satrap's alchemists at the High Crucible? Visit if you must, but you would do well to hold your nose if pungent chemical odors are not to your liking. Oh, I guess that's why he's wearing a mask. There's the rest of the Scions. Someone named Isu behind the counter here. Welcome to the High Crucible of Alchemia, Radz-at-Han state-sponsored workshop for all matters alchemical. From military-grade coating agents to solvents for removing stains from your favorite garments, we create it all. Okay. Whatever you say. Astinian, as always, standing off to the side. As I heard it, after you defeated Nidhogg, his scales found their way into the hands of the firmament's artisans. Steeped in power as they are, it's no surprise that they were coveted. Still, it is a strange legacy for the vengeful worm. Graha. Freshly recovered from his magical Deus Ex Machina. I'm quite well now, I assure you. As they say, the stronger the taste, and stranger the color, the more effective the remedy. With my body trying to replenish the ether I spent, however, I'm feeling rather famished. I think a sampling of the local delicacies is in order. Hamza cuisine would be a good place to start, perhaps. But we rode the Hamza. You're going to just eat them? The students have previously turned to Radz-at-Han's alchemist for help with the analysis of various artifacts. That is how I became acquainted with Nidhana. I'm glad we could rescue her, and pray she makes a full recovery. Why did we have to leave, Gracie, what are you doing? Gracie is now pawing at the screen. Pawing at Grahatia's tail, flicking on the screen, as a matter of fact. Gracie, what are you doing? That's hilarious. Y'shtola. Oh, tail's gone. Excellent, you're in time to hear the latest good news. What an immense laboratory. How many such places were enlisted to help forge the warding scales, I wonder? Alright, let's talk to Alizé. We'll ask, of course, but at least we found the place. Cutscene.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires. just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidhana. She's back.
Nidhana? You're awake?
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the Scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the Tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come. As you said, Nidhana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta. And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thancred from an awful fate.
Yay. We feel good about ourselves.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true? Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Aw. The flower.
Look at that. Its color is completely changed. What do you have there?
Meow, 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 meow.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term. Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Sharlayan then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
I bid you adieu. This feels like a, sort of an end of a story arc. Nidhana. The last thing I remember before being absorbed into the tower was you rushing towards me. And doing nothing whatsoever, even though you are the chosen one with superpowers. You did not help me. But anyway, I can only imagine the hardships you and yours must have had to overcome to rescue us. No amount of words will suffice to express my gratitude, but I hope the flower's radiant glow says everything I cannot. My cat has now taken over about 75% of my mousepad, making it quite difficult. So... okay, so here's my question. How do I get back here if the, if the Aetheryte Plaza is disabled, how do I get back here later? It feels like I won't be able to do that. This is merely a temporary visit. I'm gonna go all the way over to the airship landing and unlock that Aetheryte shard, Ethernet shard, in the hope that perhaps I can take an airship back here at some point. Okay, wait, how do I get... Uh-oh, I'm lost. I'm lost and confused. Not only is Gracie sitting on the mouse pad, she is also sitting on the mouse cord. So I can barely move the mouse at all. And she appears intent on not moving from that spot. Wait, did I already unlock this? I think this is the one I unlocked when the... Yeah, it's the one I unlocked when I got disconnected. I could have just teleported over here. Whoopsie. Is the airship open? The skies have been filled with all kinds of fiends since that tower appeared on Nidhana. In light of this, we've gone ahead and cancelled all flights for the time being. Oh no! I'll never get back. I'll never be able to get back. Alright, well I guess we're going back to old Sharlayan, I guess. I'm gonna use my return. I don't see anyone. Were they outside and I missed them? Oh, they were. Kryle's just standing here by the desk. It's good to be back, and with the fruit of our labors safely in storage. For now, we have but to wait for the others to return from their respective meetings with the Alliance leaders. As Thancred suggested, you should get some rest in the meantime. Oh, are we gonna have a portentous dream? Welcome back, Tyauv. Kryle has apprised me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to deal with the rest of the towers. While it isn't much, I've changed your sheets and plumped up your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in on a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone, be it penning a thesis or defeating deiform entities. So, would you like to take a look at your new and improved lodgings now? Sure, if I can get my mouse up there with a cat sitting on it. Oh, okay, this is completing the quest. Quest is complete. And yet... we go to sleep. Kind of. We put the flower on the table by the bed.
Take heart and protect them well.
A knock at the door? Who's there at this late hour? Oh. Scions with takeout.
You're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you?
We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
An actual hamburger. this product placement.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Sharlayan cuisine is not to his liking.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Sharlayan feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Quile, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidhana back in Radz-at-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
And pizza?
Indeed. And in turn, I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Telophoroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day. Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion.
Take the cookie. Take it.
They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh.
Well, I thought he was diabetic. I thought he was gonna admit he was diabetic and couldn't eat cookies. What a pleasant scene around the dinner table. With with the full moon shining in from outside. You do know these are my quarters, right? Meow 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 meow.
Why else did you think we were here? Surrender to thy fate, O champion.
I was trying to get rid of you. What? Oh, the flowers turned green. It's the power of friendship. Why did Graha yank his head over like that suddenly? Oh, this guy. This guy. I forgot what his deal was.
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is... equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn. Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, You are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth, much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Achievement unlocked on Wings of Hope. Level up. Acquired a new skill. You attain level 84. That was quite a lot. All at once. The next quest is a mystery. Starting from Kryl and Grahatia over there. So I'm imagining that that was sort of the end of a story beat there, and the start of a new story beat. And if I were leveling at the proper rate, I would probably only be like 82, or maybe even still 81, and I would have to go out into the world and run around for a while before coming back. But since I'm already at level 84, I can just keep going. But first we're gonna take a break.